Hey guys, welcome back to Packet Drift. Let's meet John and his friend Chris. They both are network engineer by profession. John is having 5 years of experience and Chris is having 5 years of experience in networking domain. Now let's have a quick look how networking domain has transitioned in recent years. Traditional network has many physical devices like router, switches, firewalls, etc., which we configured mostly manually with SSH telnet console and little bit of scripting later on added. This is how networking technology is working since last 30 to 40 years. As we see here, the network infrastructure of company's data center. Here at the bottom, we see physical servers running on VMware ESXi, and top of it large number of virtual machines. These servers are connected to some switches in the access and the aggregation layers. Let's say if company has decided to create new applications which require multiple new virtual machines to be installed on VMware servers and each in a different VLAN. To make the communication between those VM servers and between the users, network team has to do more work than the setting up the applications, like the VLAN creation on all switches, decide the root bridges in the switching topology, assign the new subnet, IP configuration, routing protocol configuration, redundancy configuration, security policy configuration, etc. This tasked and manual process slow down the overall deployment process. So this only make few minutes to spin up new virtual machine, but it might take few hours for network team to prepare the network. To overcome those challenges, now new trend is that everything should be virtual. Even most of the networking device should be virtual, and even large companies like Cisco and Junipers are selling their virtual routers, virtual firewalls, etc. Now the virtualization trend has given a new direction to the modern network. Let's see the modern network, how it is getting evolved nowadays. If we talk about the modern network is capable of handling the large application data effectively and very efficiently without being concerned about the manual work while setting up the network. Here centralized approach is used in modern network to control all the devices, data plan, and guide them with the APIs instead of individual CLI configuration. Technologies like CDN, OpenStack has made cloud computing possible in network functionality. As we say, network programmability is a heart of today's network infrastructure. It might be wise though to spend some time learning a programming language like Python and how to use APIs. Now saying all this, let's let's see more about skill set of Chris and how he is doing in new era of networking. Chris is almost pioneer in networking technologies like spanning tree, routing protocol understanding, security policy, MPLS, etc. But what he is lacking is programming skills to automate the networking task. By looking at the current networking trend, his situation is like this confused man, and he don't know where to start and how to demystify those new networking jargons. This confusion has led him to nowhere, and ultimately his old networking skills are out of current networking trend. And as he is growing slowly with his number of experience in industries. Now let's see what John is doing in current networking trend. Like Chris, John is also a ninja in networking technologies. He knows most of the networking skills like routing, switching, VPN, QoS, MPLS, multicasting, etc. etc. But he also have no programming skills to match the current trend. John is in the same situation like Chris, but was John so confused that he didn't know where to start and where to what to start? Well, the answer is yes, but John here used different approach than Chris to tackle the trend. He started phase wise and approached was a systematic way. He started learning small things first, which can be handy while learning the big stuff. He started with the phase 1 where he learned about JSON, XML, YAML data modeling, Python scripting he learned, Linux networking skills he learned. Now after knowing this data format, he started with the phase 2. In phase 2, he learned about netconf, REST APIs, device management with APIs, and Ansible and GitHub. Now, after phase 1 and phase 2, he was very much capable of understanding of tools which will help him to understand the technologies like network controller, SDN, SD-WAN, etc., which he started learning in phase 3. Later on, he has very much capability to know the more into the advanced technology like computer cloud networking, container networking, DevOps, and NFV. As we see here, John has approached with systematic way to embrace new skills required for current networking era, and his skills were growing with time. He started with very basic skills here, as you can see. After a year, we can see John with networking skills which he already acquired in his initial professional career, and also with the new skills required for current networking trend, whereas Chris got no major changes in the skills improvement. He is almost same in his learning curve, and he little bit understanding of the networking jargons. So the current scenario seems to be similar to what happened to analog telephony. There are a lot of telephony veterans that you refuse to learn about VoIP because they thought analog telephony has always worked. A few years later, they were dinosaurs in a world dominated by VoIP. So here we need to have a John-like approach to go in a flow in a current technology trend. Take systematic approach to learn the new skills. Hope you liked this video and got understanding on how to start with network automation journey. Please like, share, subscribe the Packetry for more such learning and keep yourself ongoing in a current technology trend. Thank you.